Jaworski and a look at his beautiful Blue Heron Pines golf course.
And then we head to Egg Harbor to the Vineyard.
Not only on this hole, but you'll encounter the vineyards on 3 other holes on the course, as well as a couple of blueberry fields. That is one of the unique aspects to our golf course.
There's carry, which will bring you right up into here. A nice shot over the water, protected by a bunker.
Yeah, you got the water hazard and the bunker.
Yeah.
So you want to get into this?
I'm going to go with my original option, which was...
Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management with Ellen Kaloje. I'm Harry Donahue, and today, Ellen, we're serving up a little bit of everything.
That's right.
For instance, what do wine and football have in common?
Besides being two of our favorite things.
Correct.
Let me think about it. Golf.
Golf.
Ding, ding, ding.
Right, which is another one of our favorite things. And today on Inside Golf, football related, we have Ron Jaworski and a look at his beautiful Blue Heron Pines golf course.
And then we head to Egg Harbor to the Vineyards, just a spectacular golf course there. And we may be talking a little bit about wine.
We may be doing that. We'll be doing that in just a moment. Plus, our teed off panel later today will be tackling some of my tough golf trivia
And
questions.
they're tough questions.
You'll want to stick around for that. It's all coming up next on Inside Golf. Here, let me just...
Oh, thank you. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, red is your favorite, right?
Absolutely.
Wine, red, whatever. Just for
Thank
you.
you. Thank you very much.
Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank. Susquehanna Bank, doing what counts. By PlayACGolf.com. Visit PlayACGolf.com to plan your Atlantic City golf getaway, where the play continues well into the night. By Club Champion, better fit, lower scores. Visit our Bala Cynwyd location. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf.
Early mornings, late nights, and way too many takeout dinners. Running a business takes energy, determination, and sacrifice. And whether you're a startup, well-established, or somewhere in between, the people of Susquehanna Bank have the knowledge to help you succeed. From cash management solutions to the benefits of local loan decisions, we help keep your business moving ahead. Susquehanna Bank, doing what counts for businesses like yours. Member FDIC.
Hi everyone, Ron Jaworski here. I just want to let you in on a little secret. Here, just outside of Atlantic City, you'll find some of the top-rated golf courses in the world. Imagine playing these championship courses during the day, then playing your hand at something else at night. Casinos, bars, clubs, shows. Atlantic City has something for all the ways you like to play. So pack your bags for the ultimate golf getaway. Do AC and play AC Golf. AC Golf, where the play continues well into the night.
Welcome back, everyone, to Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management. How appropriate that I'm holding a nice glass of red wine in my hand, because our next stop at the Tour at the Shore is at the Vineyard at Renault Winery, just a spectacular golf course. And head pro Brian Crompton shows us how it all began.
Our current owner, Joseph Milza, took over the property in 1977, and he had the idea. He had the winery here. He built a hotel in 2001. And then in 2004, he decided to put the golf course out here. And Ed Sheeran designed the golf course through the vineyards that you see around us right now.
Yes, that's right. There are 4 holes on this course built around grapevines and blueberry fields. But you don't have to love wine to appreciate the layout.
We do offer 5 sets of tees, so from the ladies' tees it's around 5,100 yards, but you can stretch it as far back as 7,200. So pretty much anybody can find a yardage that they like. I would recommend our white tees 6,300 yards. You can spray the ball a little bit and get away with it off the tee. Where we get you is on the greens. In season, they run really fast, around an 11 on the stick meter. There's slope from back to front for the most part, but there are some undulations in the green. So you can walk away with a 3-putt on 4 or 5 holes here, and that's pretty usual. Hole number 7 is our signature hole. It's a dogleg left. From the tee box, you are surrounded by the vineyards here, so it's a nice look, especially if you're coming out here May through September. The vineyards are fully grown in. It's a great look. Like I said, it's a dogleg left. It's guarded by a waste bunker on the left side of the fairway, and if you go through the fairway, there's fairway bunkers there. So it is one of the more difficult tee shots of the day. But if you can navigate your tee shot, you're basically left with a short to mid iron into the green. It's a 2-tiered green, pretty straightforward. The real difficulty here is hitting the tee shot. Generally on this hole, I do suggest that they use less than driver. I know everybody likes to hit driver whenever they get the chance, but you're much better suited to hit a rescue or a hybrid and make sure that you stay in the fairway, because if you miss the fairway, it's very difficult to reach the green. We're here on the 8th hole. This is a popular hole for us out here at the Vineyard. A lot of our customers like this one because it's a big risk-reward hole. As you can see down the middle of the fairway, we have a waste area that dissects the fairway. The right side of the fairway is pretty generous, a lot easier to hit that side of the fairway, but it leaves a more difficult approach. There's a big false front on the right side of this green that's a little more easy to navigate from the left side of the fairway. The longer hitters have an opportunity to try to drive the green. However, if they come up short and end up in the waste bunker, their birdie putt could easily turn into a double or a triple before they realize it.
It's here on the back nine where players can take advantage of hole number 12's majestic views.
This is actually my favorite hole in the golf course. It's a great view from up here, which is why I like it so much. You can see a number of the holes on the back nine as well as the hotel in the background. It's a slight dogleg right. The tee's about 40 feet above the level of the fairway, so all you really have to do is get your tee shot up in the air, and it's a pretty generous landing area in the fairway. If you manage to hit a decent tee shot, you're just left with a short iron to possibly even a sand wedge into the green, and you have a real scoring opportunity. The green is surrounded by water on the right as well as green side bunkers on the left, so you do have to be accurate with your shot in, but with a wedge, that should be doable. It's really the only spot in the golf course where you can just stand up here for a minute, take in the view of the whole golf course, forget about possibly the double that you just made on one of our most difficult holes, which is hole number 11, and just enjoy being out here. We're here on the 18th hole. This is a nice way to finish your round. It's a pretty straightforward par 5. It is a 3-shot par 5. Only the longest of hitters are able to reach this 1 and 2, but there isn't too much to worry about off the tee. Pretty generous landing area. Second shot again, pretty generous fairway, should be pretty easy to navigate. And then your third shot into the green, you've got to be a little more careful. There's water to the right, which a lot of players find their ball in, but if you can manage to get past that, you'll have a makeable birdie putt on this green.
So even if you don't get that birdie on 18, there's plenty more offered at Renault to make your day complete.
The Vineyard Golf Course at Renault is a unique attraction here in the Atlantic City area, and we hope that you come out, enjoy it, and if you do, I guarantee you'll want to come back many times. We actually have a lot to offer here besides the championship golf course. We have 2 great restaurants, we've got a hotel on the property, we also have a winery that runs wine tours and tastings daily. We have membership options available if you're a local golfer, and you can check us out for specials, senior specials, ladies specials that are on our website at any time.
Well, our tour of golf down in the Atlantic City, South Jersey Shore area brings us to Blue Heron Pines. Look who we run into. Ron Jaworski. George.
Welcome. Good to see you.
This guy has taken on a whole new career in terms of golf course ownership and management. I know you've been in it for years, Ron, since you got done playing football.
Yes.
Your latest acquisition, Blue Heron Pines. What attracted you to this facility?
It's a spectacular golf course. Golf World has it rated number 34 in the country for public golf courses. I love the Jersey Shore. I love South Jersey. As you know, I live here. I have 3 other golf courses in South Jersey, Running Deer, Valley Brook, and Riverwinds, and it seemed to be a perfect fit. When you look at the golf marketplace now, I think players like to play other golf courses, and the players that play regularly at my golf course just love the opportunity to play another quality golf course like Blue Heron. Roger Hansen, back in the early 90s when he designed and built this, built a magnificent golf course.
Well, you know, it's like the Rota that they have the British Open Championship every year. They move around. You got your own courses that people can move around.
Right.
Not every year, but you know, every week. There you go. George, you know, you and I were talking a little bit about, you know, the state of golf right now. Let's face it. For a lot of people, you know, the game is getting maybe too difficult. They're growing out of the game. But it's important, I guess, for guys like you to think about the next generation and then the next generation to get them involved in the game of golf.
Yeah, it's funny. I've been in the golf business since 1979 at the Abington Country Club up in Jenkintown. So I've been around the game a long time, and I've seen how the game has changed. And we have to make the game more affordable, number one, and we have to make it easier. And, you know, golf course designers, they want to build monuments themselves, make them too hard. We will see Augusta and all these great golf courses. Well, the average person doesn't want to play that kind of golf course. Yes, they would like to, but they'd be humiliated if they played some of those golf courses. So we have to build good golf courses, make it affordable, and get women and young people playing the game. Enjoy the camaraderie that is so important when you're on the golf course, and the relationships and the friendships. But we've got to make it affordable. We need more young people, and we need more women. So those are the market segments that I'm addressing.
And Blue Heron Pines is one spot that's user-friendly. The amenities are fantastic, beautiful clubhouse, place for a nice 19th hole, I'm sure, right, Charles?
Always a cold beverage, adult beverage, I might say.
And it's good seeing you, my friend.
All right, thanks, Harry, always a pleasure.
Okay. And coming up next, more from Ron Jaworski's Blue Heron Pines Golf Course on Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management.
At this moment, across the country, families are packing their bags for a getaway. And no matter where they end up, they'll all be home by dinner. Plan your own at playgolfamerica.com. From finding fun and affordable programs to finding advice from PGA and LPGA professionals, playgolfamerica.com has a way for you to get away. Visit today for details. playgolfamerica.com, your link to the game.
Here's a chance for you to get away and play some great golf at a great resort.
The Iberostar Golf Team Championship Mexico, hosted by the spectacular Iberostar Cancun Resort and Spa.
The date is February 24th to the 28th, and it's open to
teams of 2 amateurs playing a best ball format, or pro plus 3 amateurs playing in a pro-am division.
And it's an all-inclusive.
All your meals, premium drinks, entertainment, and fantastic golf.
For more information,
IberostarGolfResort.com.
Will Auerby is our host. Will, good seeing you.
Good to have you.
General manager here at Blue Heron Pines. And now there's been a change of management. Ron Jaworski now is owner.
Yep.
You have made the transition with him. And what about this golf club that makes it special, you think, to people who have never been here before?
Well, you know, we kind of cater to everyone. We have a great kids program here. We cater to golf outings. We have a little bit for everybody. We have a great food and beverage program here at the club. We do 30, 40 weddings a year. So we cater to everybody in the community, and we have a great product to offer them.
Now, this golf course opened up back in the 90s, right?
Yep, opened May '93.
Okay, May of '93. So it has gone through, you know, there's been a whole change in terms of the demographics of golf, but the course itself, have there been many changes, Will, over the course of time here at Blue Heron?
Well, I've been with the club for 5 years, and you know, obviously the one owner liked the fescue look, which was a pace of play issue. Ron identified some of those areas. We've knocked some of the fescue down. Pace of play is a big issue nowadays. I'm a young guy that has a family. I can't tell my wife I'm going to go play golf for 8 hours. You can get around this golf course in 4 hours, 4 hours and a half on a busy day.
Right.
So
now, there are, I'm sure, a couple holes that you think are signature holes here at Blue Heron Pines,
Absolutely.
and we're standing on the tee of one of them.
Yeah.
This is number 11. Tell us about it.
Just a great golf hole, a short par 3 over some water. It's protected by a bunker and a large pot bunker in the front. The wind can change at any time on this hole, so you have to make a great club selection, fly it to the green. The green slopes back towards the water. Just a fun golf hole. If you play it right, you're going to be rewarded for it.
Okay, well, we're up at the green. We just saw some pretty good shots coming
Sure
in
did.
here, huh?
Sure did.
And that slope, and one ball stayed up on top, and the
Yeah.
other ball did manage to hit it as far, but
Yeah.
came back right where he wants it.
Everything slopes back towards the water. Where that pin placement is, there's a little backstop. If you can get some spin on it, you can pull it back for a nice, easy putt. Obviously, we saw one short. You're in that bunker. You're in a little bit of trouble over there.
You know, when you stand back on the tee, you don't get an appreciation for how deep this green is,
Yeah.
especially in the center. It's pretty deep.
Yeah.
There's a lot of room there, right?
Yeah, sure is. It's all placement. If you're back down in here, it's a tough pin placement. Back up in the top, obviously, it's tough. That's probably one of the easier pin placements because you do have the backstop you can work with and pull the ball back.
And you got to have enough club, as we saw. One shot just didn't make it.
And the wind's always swirling down in here, so it makes it a little challenging for you. Yeah, absolutely. But great golf hole.
Oh, yeah. Will, we have moved over here to number 14, another hole in the back nine I know that you love, and it's a par 5. Tell us about number 14 here.
Just a great golf hole, very reminiscent of South Jersey. You got the long, tall stretches of pines on either side. Has a large waist bunker in the area, in the center of the fairway that you hit your approach shot, and then you have to carry over to an elevated green that slopes back towards the fairway. Absolutely my favorite hole here. Just has that gnarliness of South Jersey, so it's a great golf hole.
And Will's tip of the day when you come here to play, number 14, you like to favor the left side and take a little draw over those bunkers, and then you say there's a little power slot there.
Yeah, absolutely. Just take it right over that corner. You need about 220 to carry that, and then the ball just rockets back down into the center of the fairway. It gives you a great second shot over the waist bunker, and you can go for the green.
Looking for that birdie. Or eagle.
Or eagle. Yeah,
or eagle.
Eagle, absolutely.
Well, if you hit the ball 225, 230, you're kind of like thinking, okay, what do I do here? You know, I have to clear the waist area, or do I just lay up and then go for it?
Yeah, you got some choices you got to make, and they're hard choices. It's a risk reward. You know, if you think, you put a good club on it and get it over the waist area, you got a short shot into the green, but it's all risk reward. That's a pretty intimidating area out there for most people.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And from the waist area to the green is what, a shot of about 110 to 120 yards?
Yeah, maybe a little bit longer, depending. I mean, that's a pretty expansive area. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but that's probably 70 yards wide in there. Okay. So it's pretty big. Just a real neat, cool golf hole down here at the Jersey Shore.
All right, well, we're looking here at this green, and back to front you got, about 20 some yards, I guess?
That's about right.
Right in the middle you got a little hump there,
yeah,
right? That
yeah.
pin, if you're above it, put a little juice on it,
yeah,
down the slope.
Down the slope, you're down the slope. I think they buried an elephant there, but yeah, just a tricky green. That's a tough pin placement today. The wind's not blowing, so the superintendent must have thought, all right, let's give him a challenging pin placement today.
Right, and that bunker that comes into play right across the front of this entire green,
yeah.
So you got to have enough club to get it over there.
Absolutely, it's a real carry shot into this green, and if you do it right and pin placement and ball placement, you're going to be rewarded for it.
Will, this is number 15, par 4, and pretty much the signature hole here
yeah.
at Blue Heron Pines.
Absolutely, absolutely. Just a little bit of a waist area up front here, which you'll see a shot of a little later. A little tunnel right in here, or you can just carry, which would bring you right up into here. A nice shot over the water, protected by a bunker.
Yeah, you got the water hazard and the bunker.
Yeah.
So we got the double hazard there, and we're standing under this willow. I feel like I'm down in South Carolina. This is, I'll tell you what, this may be the signature hole, and this tree probably has a lot to do with it. It just, if anything ever happens to this thing, it changes the whole complexion of the hole.
I have to plan another one. This is where we bring our weddings out for their photos on the golf course.
I'm not going to propose to you.
No, that's fine.
Will, I know you're convenient. Tell everybody how close you are to like the Parkway and the Atlantic City Expressway. Minutes, right?
Yeah, we're 8 minutes off the Garden State Parkway, exit 44. We're like 3 minutes off the expressway coming back down to the shore. So we are convenient. You can visit us on our website, www.blueheronpines.com.
And I know you get a lot of business. You tell me you have groups coming from New England down here for getaway, long weekends and all. You're convenient too. The Atlantic City Airport is seconds away almost.
Yeah, absolutely.
Will, thanks very much for the tour of Blue Heron Pines.
My pleasure.
Come on down and see Will Araby here at Blue Heron Pines. Who knows? Maybe you'll run into Ron Jaworski, old number 7 as well. Stay tuned. We'll have more of Inside Golf presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management in just a moment.
Hi everyone, Ron Jaworski here. I just want to let you in on a little secret. Here, just outside of Atlantic City, you'll find some of the top-rated golf courses in the world. Imagine playing these championship courses during the day, then playing your hand at something else at night. Casinos, bars, clubs, shows. Atlantic City has something for all the ways you like to play. So pack your bags for the ultimate golf getaway. Do AC and play AC Golf. AC Golf, where the play continues well into the night.
If 5 friends are having a light beer and they all put their drinks down in the same place, how long will it take to find the Yuengling Light Lager? About that long. Because the rich amber color of Yuengling Light Lager makes it stand out from the rest. The true lager flavor, however, makes it disappear. 99 calories, 100% authentic lager. Yuengling Light Lager, from America's oldest brewery. Rethink your light beer.
And now it's time for Teed Off, brought to you by Yuengling, America's oldest brewery.
The PGA Tour between 1965 and 1970. Now, Harry. Welcome back. Inside Golf continues with Teed Off from the beautiful Churchville Inn in Churchville, Bucks County, right at Bristol Road and Bustleton Pike. When you pass by, the sign says it all, the best baby back ribs in town. We're in the second floor sports bar area.
Nice and comfortable, over 400 craft beers. This is the place to be. With our panel from 97.5 The Fanatic every night, 10 till midnight weeknights, Harry Mays holding down the fort. Joe Logan from myphillygolf.com. Some great golf blogs, courtesy of Mr. Logan. He is smoking, folks. He is smoking. And Bob Shepard, who gives golf lessons. He's been a long-time professional and also now an author, phillyburbs.com, and the book, If They Hadn't Invented Golf, We Never Would Have Needed the Damn Whiskey. Joe, you want to play some trivia today? I have trivia. We have trivia action, as they say on 97.5 The Fanatic, okay? Can I put on my specs? Because I'm going to have to read this, and I'm dead without.
You Alex Trebek?
All right, yeah. All right, fellas, here's our first question. And I'd love to have audience participation, but I don't know how we can get the answers through the lens. But in any event, question number one. Who won the most tour events on the PGA Tour between 1965 and 1970? Now, Harry, I realize you're at a handicap here because I don't even know you were a gleam in your mother's eye.
I was born in 65.
Were you?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably weren't into golf, though, right?
No.
But, well, then reserve your answer, okay? I'll give a chance to Mr. Shepard, who was around in 1965, to maybe garner a guess. Who do you think it was?
Well, I'm going to have to go with Arnold Palmer. I don't know where else you can go from there. He was, that was his prime time. And
It was prime time.
I would have to
Prime
imagine
time
that-
for a lot of guys.
Yeah, there was.
It was a lot of great golfers.
And in those days, there wasn't any domination. There was domination, but not like today, anyhow. So
That's
I'm
a great
gonna,
answer.
I'm going to have to give it to
But
him.
it's incorrect.
I bet it is.
It's incorrect.
I'll bet it is.
Joe Logan, you were probably a wee whippersnapper at the time, right?
No. Yeah, I'm going to go with Young. Sam Snead, maybe. I mean, by virtue of the fact that
Well,
he
Sam
won,
was, I think, the oldest guy to win.
he won the
right,
Great
down
Greensboro
in
Open.
Greensboro.
Right, when he was about 59 years old.
Right.
But I take it that's not the right answer.
That's not the right answer.
Do we get multiple choice?
Was not. Well, hold on. I should have done that, but that would have given it away. Harry, now that you've heard two incorrects, Snead and Palmer, you want to get into this?
I'm going to go with my original option, which was Jack Nicklaus. I mean,
Another great guess. Another great golfer.
But not.
Dead wrong. Dead wrong. Billy Casper.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Billy Casper owned that period from 19. I think he won almost 60 lifetime events. He won 27 golf tournaments between 1960, actually the end of 64 and 1970. One of them, Shep, the IVB Classic at White Marsh Valley Country Club. That came right after he had won the U.S. Open that year in 1970. Billy Casper. Want to move on to number two here?
Let's do it.
In Harry's hit list, Jack Nicklaus, back in 1959 and again in 1961, won the U.S. Amateur. In 1960, Joe, Jack won another big amateur event, and he did it right here in Philadelphia. Name that event where it was actually a national team competition, and Nicklaus was part of the American team that won, and he had the lowest aggregate score.
I'm thinking Walker Cup because he was an amateur, but I don't think the Walker Cup was here.
Not correct, though. Wasn't the Walker Cup. Harry?
That was mine.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you a clue, Shep, since you're the venerable one here on the panel. This competition was named after a former U.S. president.
Wow.
Who also was a member at Augusta National. Not a good golfer, but I think he spent more time.
Eisenhower
Cup. Yeah, okay, there you go.
Right, it was called the Eisenhower Trophy.
Trophy, okay.
Yeah. Where was it? It was at Marion East.
Marion. Wow. I remember him setting the record. I thought it was the World Cup.
4 rounds of golf. You ready for that?
I was in grammar school.
That was in 1960. He turned pro in 1962, I believe.
Okay.
Now listen to this. Here, his scores for 4 rounds were 18 shots better than Ben Hogan's winning score for 4 rounds in 1950. Now Hogan went to a playoff in 1950 when he won the Open. 18 shots better.
Wow.
His teammates on that Eisenhower Cup team that won for the U.S., Billy Heidman, Dean Beeman, and a fellow by the name of Robert Gardner. Billy Heidman, of course, from Philadelphia. Dean Beeman, PGA Tour Commissioner.
Yeah.
Okay? Not a bad deal, huh?
Yeah.
And Marion East, of course, will be hosting the U.S. Open this summer. So Jack Nicklaus, he's not going to play in the Open, but he had some memorable rounds at Murray.
And it's hardly ever brought up. You don't hear that stat.
The Eisenhower
You
Trophy.
never hear it. No.
And you know who played for the U.S. team more than any other individual over the course of the Eisenhower Trophy, which is still being played, by the way?
Okay.
Jay Siegel.
Yeah,
I think he
it
played.
had to be Jay
I
Siegel.
think he
Yeah,
played in
there you
7
go.
of them.
Wow.
Harry Mays, Bob Shepard, Joe Logan. Thanks, guys. Thanks for everybody here at the Church Fill-In as well. We'll be back. More from Inside Golf in just a moment.
The Church Fill-In is one of Bucks County's most unique dining experiences. There's history, an assortment of great food featuring the best baby back ribs anywhere, a varied selection of craft beers. The Church Fill-In, where good friends and a great meal come together every time.
Defining a target, realizing a dream. Susquehanna Bank can help you get your plans off the ground. Whether you're sending kids to college or doing something special for yourself. Susquehanna's financial advisors are worth talking to. We can help you find the smartest way to borrow money and save money in the process. Susquehanna Bank, doing what counts for dreamers like you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, it must be happy hour. Look who's here.
Hey, welcome,
Bob Shepard joining us again. And Bob, another mention of your book, which is available to the public. The title is, If They Hadn't Invented Golf, We Never Would Have Needed the Damn Whiskey. And it's a little bit of history. It's a little bit about golf courses, a little bit about the game and where it's headed.
Heartwarming, a little humor.
And some great profiles of guys like Doug Sanders. And, well, you know, you really did a great job researching.
I think it's written, too, for the people that don't play golf. So you don't have to hide from it. If you've got someone who's not a golfer, I think they'll still get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
Have some fun with it.
And there's a few lies probably in there, right?
Yeah, without lies. Good lies and bad lies, that's what golf's all about.
Ellen, what about next week?
Well, next week we'll be heading to Mays Landing and Atlantic City Country Club. Harry, what do those two things have in common?
One name, Frazier.
That's right.
The Frazier family. And for more on Inside Golf and play Atlantic City Golf,
You can always head to InsideGolf.net, and there you'll find past episodes and a lot of information. We also have a link to PlayACGolf.com, and there you can enter a special contest to win a special Atlantic City golf getaway.
And for Bob's book, you can go to
Amazon.com
and just punch in.
If They Hadn't Invented Golf, it'll take you right to the page, and they'll ship it right to your house. And I believe it's 2 copies. You don't have to pay for shipping.
Oh, free shipping. I like that.
I'll get
Yes.
10 copies.
That's right.
I'm sure you'll have plenty of friends that want it. Hey, for Ellen Koloje and Bob Shepard, I'm Harry Donahue. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. That's not in the book. Maybe that'll be in the sequel.
Exactly.
We will see you next time on Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank and Wealth Management.
Inside Golf, presented by Susquehanna Bank. Susquehanna Bank, doing what counts. By PlayACGolf.com. Visit PlayACGolf.com to plan your Atlantic City golf getaway, where the play continues well into the night. By Club Champion, better fit, lower scores. Visit our Bala Cynwyd location. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf.